Oh, hello. Ricky, Lamp, Randy, Bitterseeds, Gantz, welcome. Chris, can you help a brother find a duck poker? Uh, sure. I have one. I will let you know if I ever intend to move it, but until then, I can keep an eye out. Still that guy Jake. Welcome. Okay, so you got one package. Let's get this bad boy open. Got a package and a bunch of tasks for tonight, and we'll see how long this stream ends up being. There's a chance it could be fast, but also, who knows? All right. So, from Cannon Keys, we got the fabled Freya solder PCB. I didn't think it was real. Turns out it is. Haha, there we go. Okay, so, well, here it is. Should be significantly better than the PCB with all the ruined sockets. Now, the other thing too, though, I think that is this might not work with the knob. I don't think, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if we'll actually do this rebuild today. Maybe if we finish everything else really fast, then maybe. We'll see. Plastic bits, welcome. Okay. Looks like we also got like a sticker here and some other thing. It's like a switch. What is this switch? It's like a dark amber or something. Feels like a tactile. Dark amber T1 tactile switch. $16 for a pack of 36. Full nylon, palm. I wonder if it has that horrible thing where the activation is like pretty far away from the bump. Bitterseeds, you getting in on the Blue Ridge HHKB? I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's so much hype for it, but I have an issue with the design, but it's like it's also that like it's supposed to be like that, you know? All right, Plastic Bits, thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good night. Let's take a look at it. I just don't like the bezel. So like the side bezels are wide. They're as wide as the top, and then the bottom bezel is very wide. But like I get it though. I like that's the thing though. Is like I get that the bottom has to be. It's just like part of the design. I just wish that these weren't so wide. But then like on the other hand, it does get nice that it's wide when you're trying to like elevate it. But at the same time, I have those like those 3D printed cube things that Randy gave me. So it's like not even as relevant to have like the sides be that wide, but it is otherwise a cool thing. And I think this is the one with the the MX Plus EC compatibility, which is like on the same PCB, which is like kind of crazy. With that said, it's that like how often are you going to be switching between the two, right? Like it's kind of novel, but I feel like most people like why would you get this for MX unless you really hated EC? like I know Vin really hates EC, Vinsanity. So like he would get it for MX, but everyone else would just build this with EC, and then like you're just gonna get one or the other. I don't know. It's novel for sure, but and it's a cool idea. But from a practical standpoint, it's a little funny, and the design is funny. The weight's cool though. I do think that this does look really sick, and also the feet are cute. I forgot. Oh, that's what I needed. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's go over. Yeah, I have just a couple notes here. There was a meetup on Saturday, and so I could show off the haul here. Oh. I got a bunch of stuff from Randy. We got 5x7 photo paper. What else we got in here? We got more Matthias. I guess they're still. Are they still damping? Yeah, dampened Matthias Alps. We got a Pine Sol. We've got undampened linearized cream Alps. I might re-tactilify this, but probably not re-dampen though. I'll see though. We've got R2 55-gram domes, which actually do feel pretty nice in hand. So curious to see how it would feel in a board. All right, we got a few Frog mini plates. I'll see if I want to keep any of these. Otherwise, I mean, these are probably just going to go to Savior. And then a couple of PCBs, one of which is the Gondo PCB, I think meant for the Frog Mini, which looks like it already has like a JST. We just need a removal of this guy. But I'm actually not sure if the positioning is the same of the JST header. Let's see. Oh, this is not actually even open. It actually might be. It's worth a shot to really figure it out, but at the same time, when I say that, that kind of means like, well, try to assemble a whole keyboard, see if it works in some of these, you know, boards where that JST positioning is super, super critical, and then see if it actually works. But it's like a lot of work, and I don't think I have a whole lot of boards like that outstanding right now, but we will take care of that at some point. Okay, what else we got here? All right, a couple of boards I got. So this weekend, I mentioned it before, but I made a little trade to Jace. Sorry, I got like stuff all over. I made a trade to Jace. It was my Pandora HHKB from Kuchek. Pearl keyboards or whatever, for his EC Class 60 and his silver Norba Touch. So you've got to do this one at a time, I guess. So I need to actually grab the Norba Touch. Let me go grab it. All right, so there it is. Finally have one in hand. I've been meaning to get one for a while, and it just seemed like this opportunity really presented itself well. So let's try this out. Here we have this Normatouch. I tuned it for the first time like last year. Round Pi is the best Normatouch run. So yeah, here's this. I guess let's take it apart. The other thing too, somewhere around here, I think I have the new daughter board. I think it's this. Yeah, let's go look through that. All right, but let's also open it up. Never done this before. Let's see how it works. Corn, welcome. How the fuck did I lose my streak, bro? I streamed on Friday. Alfalfa, welcome. All right, we gotta redeem here. All right. We got Miami Garden Club by Kitty. As the same about my 9-Eye Go-Go Streak, Chrome or Twitch cucked me. All right, let's look for this. Miami Garden Club. If I were to guess, somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Hold on. So close to 100. Savior, welcome. Oh, Savior, we were just talking about you. Good things. Good things, I hope. Let's see. Miami Garden. Surround Playboy Cardi and Rose. Talking shit. Alright. Is this it? I think it is. Yeah, this is it. That bag ain't that big. Savior, Randy gave me a bunch of frog mini plates. Then he said, take whatever you want, then give the rest to Savior, which I realize is probably, yeah, that's probably the right move because I'm already planning on getting you this. You know, we're going to be working on getting the stuff from Pinocchio, these extra plates. Old vintage keyboard fell, got small cracks, but the tiles landed it. That landed it on didn't survive. Oh, shoot. Damn. Should I need to look at those play files? Yeah, no worries. Because those are stuff for the Freya, right? I didn't see... I don't think anyone responded to my query about whether or not there's actual play files versus just those DWG files. Anybody here, by the way, in chat know how to convert these, what look like technical drawings in DWG format into actual plate files? All right, anyways, this is Miami Garden Club. Looks like it's on this kind of hot pink vinyl. Let's clear this off. Take a listen. All right, there we go. Is that in? Oh, one more. Now, question is, how do you remove this from the case? Are there any more under here? No. Do you need a pry? Like a pry tool? Screws and clips, okay. Is it 4? 4 clips. Or sorry, 4 screws. DWG file converter. Appreciate that, Better Seas. We could take a look at it a little bit later. 2 and then the one on us. Mine had 3. It was 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys can't see it. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. For Mac OS anyways. She's crazy build today? Is it? It's not really a build. It's more just like a case swap, right? Yazzie, by the way, welcome. Easiest drop-in ever. Very rudimentary mounting. Oh. Okay, there's 2 screws here. Jesus. Oh my God. Alrighty. And so we have a new PCB. Hopefully should work. Free open source and available on Mac, Linux, Win, FreeCAD. Okay. Oh, this is cute. There's like a little Chromie bag. Alright, does this fit? Oh, God damn it. Jesus. They're like the loosest keycaps. Okay, that should work. Oh, this is the original one. Oh. Shoot, I think he only just included this one that I already had. Yeah, this is not this is the OG one. This is not USB-C. Okay. Anyways, I'll just use it since it's already removed here. Yeah, I think he kept it, but then he just gave me the OG daughter board. It's not a big deal. Alright, so there's some pretty prominent scuffs on this, but I knew this going into it. He showed me, and for me more, I wanted a silver 6.25U board for key set mounting purposes. A lot of Linux tools for such a thing, but yeah, it's been a VM to use them. I see. Okay, I think that might be all. Yeah. There we go. Last one out. All right. Let's see here at this stage now. Okay, that's nice how it's the same bit. So I gotta get this USB-C daughter board, huh? Seems like that's the final frontier. Necotato daughter board. Are they still? Is Necotato still making them, or something I just have to find? Whoever is putting them up as available should have some still. Okay, sweet. All right. All right. What's the easiest way to plug this? I'm guessing just like this. Koala, thank you for the 17 months. You. Oh, god damn it. All right. Is it just like that? Feels like one side is raised. It might be because of the cable. Two screws. Oh. Oh. I see. Thank you. I was like, what the heck? Why is it all raised? Anyways, thank you for the 7 months, Koala. We are 5 subs away from a QK60 giveaway. There we go. HC Toasty, welcome. That's it. Nice. Yeah, we got a TKL here. This is a Norba Touch, which I've just been meaning to get for quite a while for keycap display purposes. My guess is that you could put in a quick fire rapid, right, in this? That's super interesting. That's probably one of the more interesting things I feel about this. I didn't know until Jace talked about it last time that his came with MX Brown. I'm like, oh. A real Nova Touch. Yeah, I've had this Nova Touch for over 10 years now, I think. Bought it in like 2014. Maybe? I think that's when it came out. There we go. Sweet. Okay, I guess I'll just put this back together here. Oh, what's interesting is there's like a couple extra screws. Like I didn't have to screw the things into like those holes between the num row and the F row. But I'm also realizing I didn't screw these into this in advance of me clicking this in just now. Which I guess is not a big deal. I mean, I'll just put the extra 2 in here. that right? I think there's still one captive in here. Okay. There's the board. I'd love to give you guys a type test, but it's USB micro, so I could fake a type test for you guys. I'll just pull up Monkey Type and start typing on it. Good stream. No, there's still more. There's still more tonight. Okay, here we go. Okay. Anyways, that's the build. It's almost crewing away, but I think it's kind of charming. I like it. I mean, I think it's this the SA caps. Now, would I use this ever? No. It's TKL. Also, it's a uniform SA, so I would never use this. But I think it sounds pretty good. Okay, here's another thing: is I now need to figure out a storage situation for this. I don't think this is going to fit. Yeah, this doesn't fit in the original Nova Touch box. Alright, I don't know how I'll store this. I'll just put this off to the side for now. Okay, the other thing that I recently, or that I got with this package was the Class 60. So we could take a quick look at the Class 60 together. And actually, what I'm probably going to do is break it down just so that we have some information about it. Now, one of the things that we're trying to do is, between myself and Savior, we're trying to get a bunch of EC plates done. Most of them are for me. One of them's for him. But the first thing I want to check is does this plate file that themselves provided, does it look accurate? And by all measures, it does. Just quickly checking here against this. Yeah, because I just need to know that, like, hey, can we take this over there and then just do this? But my guess is yes. The other thing, too, though, is depending on how this will work, let's see, like, I think we need to break it down because I do just want to see what kind of screws they use and whether or not M2x8 will work given maybe how the PCB looks. The question I have though is how do you break this down? Yeah, it looks like these are press-in feet. Silly Antixius, welcome. Oh, there's another one here. So I think I'm going to break it down entirely. Just because it has a bunch of these NIS parts. I realized maybe I should have done some sort of sound test on the bare sliders, even though I don't have any keycaps on this. But right off the bat, this is what it sounds like. Well, ignore the fact that the case top is now separated, so it's going to make some funny sounds. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a gasket, an interesting gasket mounting that they have here. Jesus. Really? They did like these like ribbon cables as their choice. I would not have done that. Class 60, yes. This is a class 60. Niz does that. Niz does specifically. Okay, so a question I think I have is, so this is pretty wide. I feel like this is like the whatever uh whatever it is that show uses. This seems like it's as thick as M2.5 versus SIP's M2. Because here's another thing, but aside from that, is that like the top is really wide. Now I think one thing I kind of realized is that I guess when the top is wide, I could just use like metal washers. Yeah, I could. So I guess yeah, when it comes to screws, I think we could just do M2x8 for everything, and then like if I get my hands on some, so we're talking about threading custom cut plates, or like tapping custom cut plates. Custom 3, welcome. So the goal here is to try to use M2 for everything, because that's like the spec to SIP PCBs. But there are a lot of PCBs that might be using something a little bit wider than that, and it'll show up most in like the PCBs. So if you get a custom plate cut with M2x8 and you have these like super wide holes, I have these metal washers, and hopefully that should be good. Remember not to turn it right side up again unless you want all the sliders falling out. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I missed one. Ooh, what are these domes? I think these look like 55-gram domes. Probably 55? Nice. Yeah, these look like R2 55 maybe? Just based off it being very strippy. I have a lot. Yeah, I do. All of a sudden, huh? Okie doke. So there it is, and then, yeah, you said all the sliders just kind of fall out if I flip it over. Which, I mean, again, I'm not actually going to be using these, so... I have an extra... I don't have extra bags here. Let me grab an extra couple of Ziploc bags, because there's more to this. I'm probably going to need also still much more than this. I only grabbed 2. I do kind of want to flip it over. Let me also... Oh, there's one more song, I guess. What if I do something like this? Alrighty. So real quick, one question is, what are these blue rings? Did these come with Niz, or are these like specifically some kind of Deskies ring? Niz ones? I see. Good to know. Oh, missed one. Okay, and that's just to keep everything tidy, because I don't think I'm ever going to actually use these, truthfully. Yeah. Alright, now, the more aspect to this is that I loaded everything else up into this box, I think. And there's just like, he gave me a bunch of other extra shit, Jace. So let's try to slowly go through all of this. Alright, there's like a ribbon cable. I don't like these little, whatever, these nylon bags or whatever. If I don't need them, I'll just throw them away. This is another ribbon cable thingy. Spring. Leaf springs, which there's a typo there. It says leaf sping. More leaf spings. Kill Combat, welcome. Oh, Kill Combat, some news. Actually, I probably should also tell Allhex this too, but I got in touch with Trife. And, okay. So here's the news. I got in touch with Trife about these KMAC Happy and Skeleton 60 PCBs. Wise Donkey, welcome. He apologized, said, like, sorry, I know it's been a year. It's just been a crazy time. And apparently he's in the process of moving. And so he said, given that, what did he say? He hasn't been able to quickly, find the PCBs that he still hasn't sent. But what he did say was, like, I just made another order. I made another PCB order, so they should be mailing it out tomorrow. I guess, you know, from overseas to me here. And then, you know, he'll be sending them to me as soon as he can. And then once he, like, settles down and unpacks everything that he needs to unpack as part of his move, he said he'll just send the other ones as soon as he finds them. So I might end up having a bunch of PCBs. Yeah. Anyways, here's to hoping that's legit. We'll see how things go. I mean, he did send back my original PCBs way back. Okay, so this box is just full of random stuff, like screws and little bits. Okay, these are just empty bags. More empty bags. Finally, a news. It's just news. I mean, until I get, like, you know, tracking and stuff in my hands, it's just news. I don't want to necessarily say it's good news because I don't have it yet. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Alright, looks like random little gaskets. Alright, so this was a big task that I had to accomplish, which is sort out all this stuff from Jace. He's just like, hey, here. Gives me all this. That's not a shipping label, by the way. That's just a Canon label. This is for my maintenance cartridge. Alright, I'll grab one of these bags that say Leaf Sping. Did you finish updating? Oh! Yes, there is some news about that. Did I finish? Finish is subjective, but yes, you can... Oh, I didn't update the command. Hold on. Let me update the command real quick. I think this should work. Let's try. God, where is my... Okay, here we go. Okay. So I've been working on it. I now have something up for my keyboard section, but it is a pretty neutered form of, you know, what the application was before. And it's just because I just wanted to get this up real quick so that there's something there rather than just like a under construction page. Okay, so here's the situation. I put together all of my built keyboards, all the key sets, all the switches, and the switches now kind of matches the table for key sets, but there's a bunch of photos that I've never taken. So I think that that's probably going to be my next little thing, is to take pictures of each switch. Anyways, the keyboard section, however, pretty bare with features. There's no filter, there's no filter for unbuilt on the way or for sale keyboards yet. There's no swapping between grid and list view. There's no keyboard functionality on these little guys. What else? These for the key sets switches, they're not clickable, at least not yet. And then also on top of that, all my software projects and stuff like this is not clickable either. So there's just a bunch of things here that's like not quite done. But what I just kind of figure is like I'll just spend the next however long until it's done. But I'll just be putting together all these features back in, and I'll probably try to throw in some new ones too. One of the things that I've kind of wanted to do for a while, just as a additional feature, which is probably just down the line, is like a search input fields where you can like just start typing and then like it'll start filtering out keyboards based on what you actually punch in. It's kind of like a plan I have. It'd just be a little easier for me. Egg Twitch, thanks for the follow. But yeah, so like if you just type in like C, then you know a lot of these would get filtered out except for Cloud9 and CCRX and so on. But anyways, yeah, not quite done, but there is like this page is back just to see the things that I've built so far. And yeah, more to come later. I'll probably just again spend the next weeks, whatever, putting in the features that I remember of and throwing them back in. So yeah, sure, welcome back. Okie doke. Okay, so there's a lot of little things here. So yeah, the box he gave me with all the little extras, pretty messy. What are your thoughts on the CNC Palm Clever integrated housing plate? Is this for a keyboard called Clever? So I know that the Blue Ridge one by Clever. Okay, I didn't look that hard at that part of it. Let's see. I know that oops. I see. So I didn't actually read this, nor have I watched any builds. What are my thoughts on it? It's chill. Now that you're talking about it, you're making me talk about it now. I think it's chill. ATX, what was it? ATX KB? ATX KB did this for the Live Oak. And I thought it was really good. Like it was surprisingly, because I know that the Heavy Grail ones were machined, and I didn't like them that much. So I was not super optimistic about how the Live Oak one would be. And then when I tried, I was like, oh, actually, this is pretty good. And so seeing this one being done for the Clever here, now that I'm taking a closer look at it, it's like, oh, okay. Hopefully could and should be good. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts. SIP PCB2. This machine, damn, yeah. And then I think, yeah, I guess that's it. What is all this stuff? All right, these are weird. Oh, this is a solenoid, which there already is one. Oh, I think this is like a situation where Jace just buys like everything. Like, and he buys like extras of everything. So I'm just like, okay, there's a solenoid already in here. No, we're not building this class 60. No, we're actually breaking it down. I just got this from Jace. I traded my Pandora 60 HHKB for a Class 60 and a Class 60 built with a bajillion extras, and then also a Norbitouch case only. So I'm just like going through and sorting through everything, because he gave a lot here. These are, I imagine these to be extra screws that kind of came in with this. Yeah, there's a lot, whole lot of stuff. I want to get like I'm gonna get more. Anywhere on the top of your plate we mentioned before? Yeah, no, I just I think I'm gonna go. I don't know if Savior's still here, but unless Savior is able to produce these Freya plates, you know, relatively soon. Unless he's able to do that, I think personally for me, I'm just gonna go and send what I have in my order over to Pinocchio. Excuse me, just to sort of see, you know, what the quota look like for tapping all these EC plates. And I'm guessing, or like I'm hoping at least, I'm hoping that it won't be too bad, but we'll have to see, because some of these plates individually are like, you know, $50 per plate without tapping. But oh, we'll just have to see. I don't want to get my hopes too up or too down. Yeah, I wanted to break down the Class 60. I noticed when I got this from Jace on Saturday that like this does use a threaded plate, but also it is like aluminum. It does bend. So I do want something a little more robust, so we're gonna go with steel. Another thing too is I wanted to check out the PCB. I wanted to, and then I realized it was kind of not really necessary, because I think like the reason why I wanted to check out the PCB was to sort of see whether like the holes are going to be too big for M2x8. But upon a better realization, it shouldn't matter, because I could just use some washers. It looks like it's like an extra daughter board, more ribbon cables. And then another ribbon cable here. And another daughter board. Oh, that's a solenoid daughter board, and then this one is just the keyboard daughter board. I see. All right. A bunch of feet here. Where did I put? I feel like I just kind of misplaced a bunch of screws. Did I? Maybe, maybe not. Play is also quite bent. I still need to figure out why the buzzer only buzzes during toggling on and off. Doesn't make any sound. It only does during the toggle. Oh. That's kind of weird. I think 4 of these are case screws. And the rest should be EC screws. Yeah. But we might end up not even using these if we get another plate done. I kind of bought the Class 60 on a whim, and definitely would have been better with more research. Yeah, there was very little I knew until like I was talking more to Jace about it. Okay. That's a much longer one. Oh, I see. Just working on organizing. Don't mind me. What is this bit? This wasn't mine, was it? I don't know what this bit is. I don't think this is mine. I think this might have come with... I mean, either this came with the Class 60 or it's Jace's. Probably Jace, he had all this shit out. Huh, okay, well... Alright, well, I, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm gonna forget this. I'm very, very positive I'm gonna forget this. I'll just put this near the screws, I guess. Alright. I think that's kind of all I need to do for right now. There's some foam. I mean, I guess I could just lay a bunch of foam down in anticipation of when I would actually build this next. Like, I don't know where else to store this foam for now. So might as well just put it here. Did I mean, I guess I could... I don't know. It's like, I'm never going to use this. Just none of this. I'm not using any of these housings. I'm not going to use these plate mount stabilizers. I'm never going to use this plate. Okay, so we'll close this up. We'll just kind of say, you know, like mission accomplished here with this. All right. Yeah, quite a bit of cleanup here. There's still like more, which is I'm probably going to try to throw. What do I do here? Oh, maybe I'll get a smaller bag for that. And I need one bigger bag, which I was keeping around somewhere, and I forgot. Ugh, God, so dumb. Okay, so how do I explain this? I've had these very giant Ziploc bags, and they were so bothersome for a while. And I'm just like, what the fuck do I do with these? So they're just out, and they're just getting in the way of everything for a while. And then I moved them somewhere that I don't know, and then now is when I need them, so I could put all of them in a bag. And I don't know where it is. So it's like, you know, good job. Yeah, another one for these springs. Oh, I think that's the end. Alright, maybe it's this. There's some other stuff here. I think these are extra plates and maybe MX stuff. Yeah, I got one MX PCB here. I think like I need a big box for all this extra stuff. FR4 plate. Yeah, so you get an MX and a class EC build. Alright. What's next? Alright. Here's this box. I'm going to put down one of these lens cloths here, so it's going to be easier for me to lift this out, hopefully. Oh. Okie doke. So with that, I'll just put all this one pile. Meanwhile, I'm gonna label this so I know. Jace class 60, probably R2 55G. Furthermore, there is that stuff from Randy as well. Which I think is more than 60. Feels like more than 60. Let's also label this. Randy R2 55. 86, got it. Alright, all of a sudden I have way more 55s. It's awesome. Alright, what else do I need to sort out? A bunch of cleaning. Today. I'm just gonna move all these into a smaller bag. I could have probably just poured this in. These right here are probably going to go into the junk drawer. These quiet Matthias clicks. Alright, what's next? Okay, so let me look at my to-do. I think that's all for the class 60. Okay, so, I have a bunch of situations where I want to do... Okay, let me step back and spell this out for you guys and also for myself. I did a whole photo shoot today of a lot of my outstanding boards that I've just built, over the last course of a couple months since my last photo shoot. And I should be kind of caught up, except the thing is, I need to develop that film. And there's like a few that I finished off with that are just still on a partial roll, so... but there's still more to be done, which is like all these secondary builds that are not currently installed into boards. So I think I want to take some time to actually make those swaps happen so that I could just put them up for the next shoot that I do, which is probably going to be, I don't know, I want to say probably, hopefully, end of next week or so, because I should be getting a few boards in soon that I also want to be able to build. The Julie, the Lily, and the Adage. And then also I want to get the Class 60 and the Norba Touch done too. So, okay. So one of them, pretty interesting one. This was the K-Mac LE. A few interesting things about this K-Mac LE. Multiple things interesting about this K-Mac LE. Alright, here's the build. This was back in Las Vegas for a while. I was able to take this home. But this one was my switch tester. So I think I have... yeah. If we look at my site, I think we have this... this one already taken care of picture-wise. Just have to find it, which would be helpful if I had that filter thing I was referring to. Yeah, so here it is. It's green BSP that's on this. And then the other one. Ooh, we'll see if this works. So here's the other build, which is a really ridiculous build. This one, I think, is just cherry black. This one has split backspace and split right shift. So I'm thinking here that my original plan might not work. K-Mac LE. Let me think about this. Yeah, what the hell do I even do with this shit? Because it essentially has to have, yeah, this is a real ridiculous TKL split backspace, split right shift, and if the whole point of this was to show off a key set, it's to show off a key set that I could show off on any other board. So you know what, I might end up, damn, that sucks. I might end up wanting to, oh shit, I can't even do that, huh? Is this the OG plate? Let's see. I think it is. Yeah, this is the OG plate. Yeah, this was probably one of the dumber ideas I've had. Alright, is there a key set I don't care about? Welcome back. I forgot how to pronounce it. Swarcy. I'm probably butchering that. Welcome back. Yeah, check out the store. We got merch with a $5 off coupon, and we have a bunch of other stuff that we're selling in the used goods warehouse finds section. All right. So anyways, this is not going to work. I was hoping to throw on Imsto Apple. The other one being BSP. BSP. What was my plan here? I don't think I had a plan. Not a good one, at least. I think my plan was to throw Imsto Apple onto this, save BSP green for a Real Force 7U at some point. And then I had no plan for this because I think last time around it was like 3+ different like GMK sets that were on this because they were like mostly beige and then like an extra couple other like little modifier kits separate from those 3 beiges. All right, anyways, let's see what we could do. I guess at the very least I could just mount keycaps onto this. Let me think about it. Because I think if I do make that Imsto Apple change, I do need to take a picture of this one anyways. Yeah, let's do that. All right, 1 second while we figure something out here. I guess you guys could take a look at this with me. There we go. So here's my sheet. Jesus. TA Royal Alpha. You know, this may work. I just don't want to put it on it, you know? Yeah, I might bail on this plan in particular, at least for doing this part right now, which is the second one that doesn't even have caps on it. I think the idea that I'm thinking of doing is, I believe I have a bunch of different cherry white on blacks that I could use, but then I still need like extra kitting, which I could get from OG extensions that both Novel Keys and Oblo, probably Oblo would be better, to pick that up from, while I also need both beige and white on black extensions. And then I also separately have like some other white on black extension kit as well. I think that might just be the best thing to put on this KMac LE that doesn't have anything on it right now. All right, but until that point, I guess we could still actually do this one, which is good. Then you guys will get to see what this is. This whole thing. The switch tester. That explains the TKL. Oh. This is how all of my actual TKLs are probably going to end up, honestly. Given that, I probably should just undo my other KMac LE build. So one thing, I mean, I guess maybe this is worth looking up. GMK TA Royal Alpha. What the fuck is this? GMK TA Royal Alpha. So this was, I think, the first run. So yeah, this did come with like a lot of the keys I'd be looking for, but it's just that like I would rather run white on black on this than green on white. Though I guess I could. I don't know, I am kind of debating just grabbing Royal Alpha. I just need to go track it down. Oh, okay, where's Imsto? Imsto Apple is in here, but not the full set. Imsto Apple. Was it this box? Alter set's like slipping out. This is like a really bad bag or something. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Oh shit. Wow. Jesus Christ, again. What in the fucking fuck? Frank, welcome. It's not HHKB? No, it isn't. It's a KMAC LE. Okay. Actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I do wanna go grab that other thing. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. One at a time. Oh, I think this F13 goes there. There's just like 13 through 15 on this board. Oh shit, that's full touch. What is even happening here? I don't know. We're just dressing up as K-Mac. Building a TKL. I'm not even building it, I'm just changing some keycaps. Oh. Page down. I have to remember some of these things. I don't use TKLs very often, i.e. never. I just found this kind of amusing about MSTO is that they have simultaneous bar and scoop for F and J, and I guess 5. There we go. Okie doke. All right. So next step, and we're not actually going to mount this, but we're going to mount subsequent ones. But this is just a key set swap. Well, kind of a key set swap. I don't know the last time I've ever used this. This is crazy too, because it's like, I think they gave me 2 of the same thing. Like they gave me way too much stuff. This was like one of, it wasn't the first, but it was one of drops. Or when it was probably still called Mass Drop back then. This is one of Mass Drop's first group buys. One of them. And I feel like they kind of fucked up some orders. So then like I got like too many kits. Like they gave me like they gave me two like mod kits, and it's like it's not even, it's like the white mods. I don't know why I really wanted these white mods so bad. I probably should have gotten the green ones. Oh, actually, I'm looking at this. This is even raised. I didn't notice this before. So even going back to then, they were already doing the UV raising. Dang, I never noticed this. So the pad printing then must have really been reserved for very, very early GMK. I don't know how I never noticed this before. Alright, it is midnight. A quick time check. Everybody else have a good long weekend? I have some news and notes for you guys. It's just unfortunately not up on screen right now. Let me go pull that up. Alright, what we got? Oh, I updated my Discord to have some new information about items I'm selling that are not yet up on the store, which includes a couple of Real Force 6U show copper plates. What else? The HHKB Pro 2 PDB that we just did with the 25-gram domes. No caps. And also my PC Vero V2. I think I'm gonna move that if anybody here is interested. Have you started with your company? Yeah. It's funny because it's just not really starting. It's literally just a continuation, like a literal continuation of the work I was already doing. But yeah, I started. It's just a lot of administrative stuff I have to get through. Who is that? Crimson the Lion. Thank you for the follow. The heck? Why are there so many space bars? I have like, it feels like a bajillion space bars. It's like they gave me like 3 7Us. I thought they shut down your product. Are you working on the product? No, this is, okay, so how do I explain this? I don't know how to explain this without being too, like too much TMI to the point where it's like possibly doxing or not interesting, whichever. Anyways, my company built a product but also provided services for that product. The product was the thing that we were bought out to be killed for, but the services side of things is like still like we were still servicing clients, and like that's kind of what my role was to be like an engineer for you know, providing services to you know, particular business clients. And so since like the purchase, we've had to essentially try to like migrate everybody off our own product. And of the clients that, you know, kind of, you know, they still wanted to be serviced, just with some other, you know, just other technologies that are being used. So, yeah, that's kind of why this company was spun off. Is this it? Yes. And so that's what I'm doing. What is... Oh. What? Okay, I'm just gonna hold that there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. There's like some interesting compatibility on this key set. So yeah, anyways, with all that said, yeah, it's totally fine. I'm in a situation that seems or appears to be okay, at least for now. We'll see. Gonna keep that around as well. Print screen. Alt. Graph. Oh, I guess we should put a code key there. Oh, there is an actual function, but I'll keep this here too. What is that? Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Can you believe this? Huh. Ridiculous. Just kidding. Switch Doc, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Switch Doc, how's your stream? Hope it went well. That's curious. Oh, here's control. Okay, so now I kind of have to figure out what to do about the two caps up here in the upper right. I guess one should be this fake backspace. I don't know what the other one should be though. It's like, I guess it could be this. It's just kind of weird. I just don't understand why they made this the compatibility. Like, what? It's funny because like there were situations where it was the opposite. So let me just quickly show you this. So this was like how long ago was this? 2016. This was a 2016 GMK set. It came with this R2 pipe backslash key that had a sub legend of like the house shaped backspace, the pentagon. But it didn't come with its own backspace, like 1.5 unit backspace here. But it did come with a top row pipe backslash. So then like, what's, I guess the only thing that you really would do with that is run it on an ISO board. right? I guess. Like, meanwhile, there was another thing that kind of pissed me off, which was JTK Purple had the opposite issue, where it came with a 1.5 unit backspace, but then no row 1 pipe backslash. That's why I ended up giving it away. Anyways, for a situation like this where you're trying to run split back, but like an ANSI layout, what do you do? I mean, you just have 2 of these? I guess that's the only choice. Like, I guess another thing I could do, though, is I could, like, replace it with something that goes on the numpad. So, like, this asterisk. There's, like, slash. There's, like, star. There's minus. There's plus. I don't know what the best choice is, but here they all are, you know? That said, I don't think I needed these extra bars. Could have just used this. It's the same one. So you're welcome. Gonna lurk while I do some tidying up and feed the dogs. Alright. Thanks so much for the raid, Switch Talk. Appreciate it. But so you're welcome back. It's good to see you again. What are you building? Yeah, this is various tests. We're not actually doing builds. We're kind of just doing administrative stuff right now. So just as a quick recap of things we've done so far, I got my hands on an Orbitouch, so I just swapped the Novatouch internals into it. I got my hands on a Class 60 that was already built. We broke it down, and the goal is to try to get a new plate cut so we could run actual, you know, topiary style EC parts in it. What else did we do? I guess it's this KMac LE. I switched out the key set on the KMac LE that was already built. And then meanwhile, I have a second build for it, and there were no keycaps on it, so I just mounted on, what is this? GMK Triumph Adler Royal Alpha typewriter. Round 1 from 2016. Kind of a mouthful, but... yeah, and it's like, this is real ridiculous, because like this being one of Drop's things, it's like they gave me way too many things. Easy Topiary is the meta, huh? A very expensive meta. Yeah, I guess. I mean, MX is also expensive. Let's be real. Like, so you see more than MX? It just kind of depends. There are EC boards that I think are very bad. Then there are MX boards that I think are very good. So, yeah, like I can't really say. But I do kind of get a sensation that, like, yeah, I feel like I probably kind of would prefer EC. We say very bad, how bad? Like, there's a couple examples, like, the KV2 EC, really bad. Like, things not fitting. No, it just sounds really bad, and, like, not necessarily super fun or easy to put together. So yeah, like, the KV2 was pretty bad, because it ran a, cherry plate mount stabilizer for the spacebar, and also used an alu plate, which I think you need to go stiff when you go EC. Meanwhile, the Falcon kind of did the same thing, I think. So that was also not good right out the box. What else? Cloud9. I don't know what it was, but Cloud9 was just, I didn't think it was good. And I'm gonna see if I could try to address that. Again by getting a custom plate cut. So I got a feeling test it out, but just try to fit EC for the sake of fitting EC. Oh yeah, definitely. That's. I mean, you already nailed it when you said it's the meta. Like you just kind of got to do it at this point, just to not fall behind, right? But yeah, like there's a bunch of issues, which is that you need like space bar wire clearance, like is pretty important. And if you don't do that, like either it's impossible or you have to get some PBB parts off of AliExpress, or you gotta annihilate your own, real force or deskies or whatever parts, just to make a wire flip around the other side. And so you just get like a lot of different little issues, if you don't account for them in the original design, and that's just kind of what I feel like I see happen. When you don't thread the plate, I feel like that's kind of a big issue too. So that's another thing about why I'm trying to get these plates cut custom. Yeah. Anyways, okay, what is next? All right, we're just gonna we have like 3 more swaps to do. So it's the SDMK Brass Seal 60. Jeez, where is everything? I don't know any lot. If I spend a lot of money on EC and it turns out subpar, I mean it's interesting. I find it interesting that like I find it interesting. I'm the only one that's complained about the Cloud9. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I just haven't checked in a while, but I feel like I've complained about the Cloud9, and I haven't been able to find very many other people who have complained about it. And so I kind of get this feeling that like it's just one of those things where it just feels like people really do think it's good, and I don't know if this is one of the rare situations where like my tolerance for this is higher than others, where it's just like my standards are a little higher, versus I don't know if people are just convincing themselves EC is just blanket good. I don't know. Any board you've been enjoying recently? Yeah, I just built the Harangi, from Mr. John, Mr. Thick Thack Talk. Mr. Thack Talk. What else? Okay, so the Vero V2 EC I feel like was really good. But so far just in the aluminum case. I haven't really been able to try it in the PC case, and honestly, I don't think I will. Just being totally honest. Because I'm trying to sell my PC Vero. Alright. So I have to try to remember how to take this out. It's like a pretty tight fit. I forgot the trick. There's like little things where you can kind of reach through, but how do I actually get it out? The funny thing is, though, Sagiri, is that, like, it's not really in its early stages. Like, we're this far. Like, I feel like it's not that early, and you should be able to know what to do, and you should be able to know to not do it if like under certain conditions. All right, bitter seeds. Have a good night. I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to get this out. This is like very locked in. It's good more and more people are trying EC. They will get Neo pricing on EC. I'm gonna try it. No, KBD Fans has one. The Agar. Yeah, the Agar is basically that already at this point. You should check it out on KBD Fans. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I just don't like the design very much. But if you want to try it, like it's there, and it's like, it looks very affordable. But I'm just not a fan of the rounded corners and the bezel thickness. God damn it. How do people do this? Are there more keycaps I need to like pull off to find more places to get this assembly out? Because this is kind of ridiculous. I can't even... It feels almost impossible. I doubt there's any more. Maybe for full spacebar, there's that little spot there. This is crazy. Oh. I feel like I'm gonna break this spudger. Okay, I think I got it out. Oh my god. That was stupidly challenging. Okay, so real quick, I just want to verify before I take this out. I did take a picture of this particular build, is that right? Yes, it did. Okay, so I just need to swap this to another one. That was the whole plan here. Alright, let's throw the gold one in. I don't know that we've ever actually typed on this. I might have just swapped these keycaps on. So maybe it's worth a try here. Do a little type test. All right. I'm gonna be honest. Hot take here. It's hot take time. It's past midnight. Holiday. We got work tomorrow. Time for some hot takes. Maybe I'm just saying this because I didn't get in on it, but you know, Bull just ran the Pangea Mini. I've seen a bunch of other boards do this. You know, this one does it. Type 60, Type 60 SL, the Seabass. We're looking at all these boards where they kind of have a top frame that you screw into. I'm not sure if I'm a fan. Like, I think that... Oh, I think Protagonist did it. Protagonist is just... I felt like so flagrant. I was like, this is just like... That's way too much. Like, it's so thick. I don't know. It was much, felt like. This one, I think, does it not terrible because you can't fully 100% tell that there's a frame. You can, but it's just that like they hide it really well, especially considering that it's super PVD coated. Ricky, welcome. Have you joined any keycap group buys lately? Ooh, good question. Have I? I want to join Hippo. I want to join. There's another one out, right? I forget. Which ones are active? Are there still sites that tell you what big group buys are active? Because I forget. The last one I got in on was Darling. Darling, Blue Alert. And then before that was like back in August with Lamb and Red Alert. SMRT. I still haven't gotten it on it. I'm still stalling. Is it still in pre-order pricing? Looks like it is. Which is $10 cheaper than Copper and British Racing Green, but kind of want to do Lilies of the Valley. I'm like iffy on all three of those. Let's just quickly take a look. Oh, GMK Copper. Let me also make a little adjustment here. 1 second. Gotta just swap around my mods. Okay. GMK Copper R2. It was the only one I did. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so this one, You know what it reminds me of is Thai tea, GMK Thai tea. Feel like it reminds me of that. I'm not crazy, right? When you do like the alternate alphas on Thai tea. I don't know. It's funny because it's like I think. Okay, one thing is I'm curious about this situation. Is this is like an accent kit, metallic accent? Yeah. Okay. First of all, I don't like that at all. I don't like that metallic accent. I don't like what they did with kaiju. I feel like, especially with kaiju, um, is this a photo? I don't know. Like somehow it looked like the legends had like a weird drop shadow effect to them. So there's that. Anyways, with that said, looking at something like this, let's see. Can I look at another picture that doesn't have the metallic effect? Is there one that's just regular? I guess that, but then it has Greek on it. I'm iffy because I think that this could work with some keyboards, but there's a part of me thinks it's just kind of overdoing it. I don't know. It's I'm iffy because I might still, but I'm not sure. Um, I do like the cyan mint color, and there's a part of me that wishes like they did these legends like on either the orange or brown, which they did just for the accents only though. Which I don't like the metallic stuff. What else? British Racing Green. British Racing Green. Okay. A few things. One, this is a 3-color set. I typically only like 2-color sets. So that's the first point I want to make. That said, this is decently tasteful of a 3-color set. I don't hate it. Furthermore, there's a simple base kit which seems brilliant, except there's only accent, escape, and enter, and there's only caps lock for 1.75U. Do not like that. Furthermore, there's this alt alpha kit. Seems like it could be cool, but I also still think that, I mean, I would just take nuclear data over this with like having white legends over yellow legends. In which case I'm just like, okay, it's a pretty tastefully done 3-color set when it's just a regular kit. And I don't think I usually get these like alt alphas that like make it all consistent, but I don't think I would do that here. Anyways, still debating on that too. Lilies of the Valley, GMK. KLC is running it. A few things about this one. I think the pink just seems a little too hot for me. Like if it was just a little more muted of a pink, I'd probably be more into it. And I feel like it also doesn't help that they, like, I'm looking at this on a pink rendered board, and then they're putting all of these like hot pink accents. I don't like that they're doing that, and I'm just like, I want to see what it looks like just bare, you know. So maybe something like this. So if I just like block out this, it's not so bad. And then another weird thing about it is like this, it's got the alert row, but then the legends are beige and not white. So I'm just like, they're really trying to show off that alert row in all the renders. except for this one, which has the other accents. Now, GMK Hippo, I do like. But you did get on the Hippo TKL, which is interesting. I'd like Lilian Valley on the horsey. Okay, yeah. So, for me, this one just reminds me of Hootie, but with no UV sublegends, which I really hate. And then on top of that, it's like Hootie, but like dolched. But then also the mods are like not really just gray. They're like they kind of got like a little tiny like brown or purple to them. And I don't know, the light pink legends is real good. I like it. Use chopstick, by the way. Welcome. See, I'm a fan. I am a fan of Hippo, so I do think I'm gonna get on this. It looks like I feel like it looks too much like JTK Night Sakura. Let's look at that. Night Sakura, which I already own. Who ran it in the US? I see. You're not wrong. Hippo doesn't have any sub-legends. That's not really a plus or minus to me. TKC ran it. I see. Okay. Yeah, there's no sub-legends, which like that's not really a plus or minus for me. It's whatever, but it is JTK. It does look a little darker too, though, and more gray than it does have like that purplish tint on Hippo on the mods. So yeah, this is like closer to Hootie, and this is further from dark gray. I like it. I'm probably gonna go for this. Real quick, just while we're talking about group buys, it's not a key set, but I want to look at the Optica. I know, did Alex Otos do an Optica? Like, did he build an Optica? Let's see if we can find him like on Instagram. Is this it? Optica. So I like how this picture looks. How do I say it? I like how the picture looks. The thing though is I wonder how close that is to, you know, what you would get on that mint versus like the mint that's in this render, because I don't like this as much. Like, that looks pretty different, and like, what's it gonna be? Did they like, is Alex's colors just a little different, or did they give him something that's slightly different from the mint, or is that what mint's gonna be? Because if this is what mint's gonna be, I might get this. But if it's gonna be like this, I don't want this. Like, I would rather just get the raw or something. He had comments about the mint too? What was it? What were his comments? I missed those streams. Anyways, I want to do a type test for you guys. This is Brass Seal 60. What is, I don't know what the switches are in here, honestly. Where's my site? Oh, I also updated how this the builds work. It's now like an accordion. This has Geon clears, 60-gram tactiles. And then we have the B-Side Studio Anno gold aluminum keycaps. So let's just let's run this. I like it. Hope you guys like it too. I might run this actually. I might drive this. I like the Harangi for sure, but it's just been a while since I've touched this. And I have like 3 builds. But I gotta rotate things. I gotta rotate my desk mats more. I gotta rotate my keyboards more. All right. So that's that. What else we got here? Okay, so we have 2 more. 2 more that I want to do, which are Aksara. Aksara. Do I even want to? Deep Navy Alphas, Striker 2 mods. What's in the Aksara right now? Oh yeah, that is in. Oh, I have this kind of. This might not be accurate, is it? Oh, or maybe the way state works on this might be kind of. Yeah, this is broken. I see. Okay. So yeah, this is a little broken. Real quick, I gotta fix this. So the idea is, like, I'll refresh the page and I open this guy up, and you're supposed to see is like the most recent build that I've done and what's inside of it, like accurately what it is. When I look at the Aksara, also the same thing. But if I go to the gasket, hit build 2, close this, I end up on build 2 of the Aksara, so it's not quite correct. I gotta fix that. All right. Let me continue tidying up here before I continue. So I'm gonna put the Harangi away. All right, this is the Aksara. It's funny because I have the Julie 60 coming in soon, and apparently like this, kind of like the Julie, kind of also like that other board Klexus was mentioning the other time, Jane-like, corn-like situation. I think this might be. All right, we might have to use multiple bits for this. And this is like another one of these situations. This is kind of why I got rid of the Pandora, was because I was really, really, really like eager to get my hands on keyboards that utilized polished stainless steel. And I feel like I did that same thing with the Lily, which is also coming in soon. And the thing is that, like, now a lot of boards are doing it, and it's like, well, it's a little. I care about it a little less now. I think I got the polished Lily, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let me check. I think I did. Lily keyboard. No keys. Yep, I did. Blue-gray polished stainless steel. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have got the sandblasted in retrospect. But I did appreciate that it was offered. That's kind of why I bought it. at the time. Oh, it's not even a daughter board. Oh, it's also hot swap. I forgot about both of these things. Oh, that's a ridiculous mount right there. Okay, swap this out for the other XR build. That way we just have an opportunity here to... We're doing this so I could get more pictures in. Get more accurate photos throughout the course of my collection page. Damn, I don't think these are magnetic. Alright, this has got EPBT 3000 SAT from Gawk. Speaking of. I gotta remember how to do this. So there's a weird thing about how you actually get this in, because of the USB-C connector kind of interfering with where this presses down into. I don't remember what the trick was. Especially considering it is top mount. The fuck? Okay, maybe... I think I might know what the trick is. It's just kind of push it downwards. So essentially, basically move the slack down so that there's better clearance. Vin, welcome. There we go. That's better. How's it going? Good seeing you again. Hope you enjoyed the print and the stickers. What the fuck? Get in there. Quick time check. It is 1 a.m. I've done fewer tasks than I wanted to. I thought I was going to be done with all this keyboard stuff. There's stickers, all right. I was going to be done with all this keyboard stuff like a long time ago. Also, I started late. I started at like 10:30. So I'm kind of curious how much longer I'll actually be going. All right, what else I got here on my news and notes? Not a whole lot. I gotta pack the prizes soon from like the last, I don't know, December through basically mid-January here. All right, we can do a quick type test on this. This sounds okay. All right, let's run it. What is on here? Xara, Gateron Mizu Minx, FR4 plate, EPPT 3000 SAT from Gawk. Let's go. All right, there it is. Yeah, I find EPPT very interesting because when I'm touching it, I don't know that I like the texture. But then when I'm actually like actively typing on it, it's pretty good. I just always find that interesting about EPBT. All right, last one. We got the 2000 Mini. Mini, one of my least favorite carrying cases. Those Velcro straps always just like try to go to each other as much as possible. It's super annoying. Is this like another Jane clone, basically? Is that what this is? Also, is this Torx? Looks like it might be Torx. Jane 60 clone. Got the Toblerone weight. They brought out 2 boards that are like almost, and then I'm just very curious because I have that again. I have that Julie 60 coming in soon. Just kind of see how close that is. And then again, I also still want to look up. Oh, we'll look it up when I run the type test on this. Yep, another top mount. Then yeah, I think we have think caps on this on the site. Let's check to go and verify. Boy, when did I build this? 2000 mini. Where are you? Yep, think caps. Alright, throw this on. This is the brass build, I think. I forgot what I put in it. Nixie's maybe? No idea. Maybe just some cherry black. Cherry black on brass. Okay, kind of recalling here that screwing this on is kind of annoying. I don't know how to explain it other than, yeah, it's just kind of annoying doing the screw-ins here. Okay, that does connect nice because of like the alignment pins. All right, funny thought. You think that anyone would ever make like a keyboard where, I don't know how to explain this. All right, like just for example, there's this Toblerone style weight Like actually shaped like a Toblerone chocolate. What if like someone made it so that like it wasn't actually that. It just looked like it, but it was just like one flat, like it was machined, like just like a plate. But it was like thin and not like triangular shaped. And then the rest of it just gets filled in by what I guess would be aluminum or even just air. I feel like that's kind of what the Brass Seal 60 did, where it kind of makes it look like there's like a big hunk of brass, but it's just a faceplate like that. All right. What we got in this? This is, yeah, cherry black. Cherry black on brass, top mounted. Let's do this. Here we go. I like it. I'm not sure if I like it as much as when I first built it, but I do like it. Alrighty, I'll put this away. Alright, it is 1:04 a.m. Let's see, I think there might be just this one last thing worth considering looking at. Kind of wanted to do more than this, but I didn't think this would all take this long. But I got the Freya back from Tina. She went back to using her Portico because she started experiencing more PCB issues. So I think the move here is, because we just got that solder PCB in, the fabled solder PCB, I think we'll pull all of this off. And then, just real quick, I'm going to take a picture of all this so that I remember what her keycap layout looked like from before. Yeah. So, I think we're just going to break this down, and probably not even break it down really 100% in full. We're probably just going to pull the keycaps off and then pull the switches out from the top. But we're probably not even going to like open this up, I don't think. Once we do all that, I think we should be good. We could run a print. Part of me wanted to spend some time today working out on I kind of wanted to work on either desoldering or doing scans, but I don't think I'm gonna do either. Actually, probably the other one could be good for DSA. Here it is. Oh, she got cat hair in this. Tina's cats are so cute. Frank, welcome back. Actually, probably might work on this Freya on Thursday, maybe. Oh, is this your board? Yes. Well, yes. I won this from Patty. And then, it's my board in the sense that, Patty sent it to me. But mostly, Tina uses this. Yeah, so these are Tina's keycaps. But we have to rebuild this because what are you gonna do to it? Oh, because this was like a proto board that was, I guess, going around. I don't know how many times Patty built it. I don't know how many people it went to before Patty. But I feel like the hot swap sockets kind of got real messed up. So I ended up just buying a solder PCB, and plan is to hopefully just have this work better. We went through a couple of rounds of just trying to press in a lot of the metal contacts inside of each of the hot swap sockets. And it mostly worked, but you know, recently Tina mentioned like, oh yeah, the P started chattering again. And this was, I mean, a couple months ago when we were trying to fix like what felt like at least like 10 different switches. So yeah, just the plan of here trying to get something to work a little bit better is what we want to do. Yeah, I also did buy a bunch of like spare Kale hot swap sockets, but it feels like a lot more work than just buying a solder PCB and then knowing that it's going to be more reliable for sure. Okie doke. And from here, I'm just going to pull out all these switches, none of which are spacebar switches. Are you doing the real? Nah, I think I'm gonna do it another night just because it is getting a little late. I started really late tonight. What did I do today? I'm trying to remember what I did from the time I woke up. Jesus, what did I do? I watched some Dragon Ball Super. I worked more on my site, and I finally got my collection page back up, but it is really simplified compared to how it was before, so I'm gonna slowly roll those features out. What else did I do? Played some Splatoon, went out to get some groceries and some dinner, then I took a nap, and then now I'm streaming. Yeah, I woke up pretty late today. What they did about the two different material plate things is very interesting. Like, I've done this, but not in the way that they did it. So what they did was they have the plates connect like by screws, using like this sort of like threaded half plate with countersunk alpha plate. Usually, like, I just cut them and then just, like, you know, not make them touch. I've done that a couple times already. And it's very interesting, but truthfully, honestly, would probably rather just have one. Like, rather just have, like, one solid plate. That's kind of what we're trying to get from Savior. Savior's supposed to help look at this DWG file. But it turns out this DWG file is like not actually a real plate. Which is kind of annoying, you know? It's just a drawing, like a technical drawing. It's not an actual plate. And then like I'm trying to ask the Wuche guys, like, hey. But then like my message just gets lost amongst everyone else who are trying to figure out how to program this board, because I guess it's pretty complicated. So, all right. That would be it here. Okay. So we're going to solder this next time around. Alright, I think I finished with all my little tasks tonight. Real builds, probably on Thursday. Ah, cat hair. Okie doke. Time to get Lightroom open. Hey, has anyone noticed that when you go to Monkey Type, are you guys getting like internet, like no internet connection? Like a no internet connection error specifically on Monkey Type? Like, because I don't get this kind of issue on any other site. No? Yeah, because like, look what it looks like for me. Like, I've just been getting this for like the last couple weeks. But it's like, I'm online. Like, it's spitting out, you know, stuff, and it's like, I think it's submitting my scores and everything. Works fine for me. All right. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. All right. Let's take a look. No issue here either. Okay, it's just me then. Got it. All right, how about this? We got this is Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. This is gold 200. Do a re-inversion here. You know what I might want to do actually is shrink it down a little more. Something like that. So it's not like a solid color for it to invert on. All right. Probably not this. Funny, I want this. I don't know. I'm not sure how I want this really to look. It looks very orange, but maybe that's just how it looked. I don't really remember. I know what Fremont Street looks like, but this guy in particular. This sign. I guess there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot I really want to do, I guess. So I just gotta heal away a lot of this. A lot of this dust. Jeez Louise. Look at this. My God. A big old line right here. How do you heal a straight, like in a straight line? Easily. Like not wanting to heal that one little spot at the end. There you go. God damn, so much dust. I feel like I gotta come up with a better way to scan my 120. And I feel like I did, but it's kind of a little late for some of these rolls that I already did. One thing I noticed is that when you have like a lot of like just one singular solid color, that's where all this dust really starts showing up. If it was something more complicated, like it almost doesn't matter. You can't really see the dust when you're just like looking at a big, crazy pile of leaves. It's a very blue sky. You see everything. Damn, is this really all the way? Oh, okay, it kind of disappeared for a little bit, I guess. No, it just really is all the way, huh? I don't even know if this is going to show up in the print. I get zoomed in. I kind of doubt it. It's kind of crazy. I was just like looking at how much dust ends up being on this. It's like the layer of spot healing is so intense. Little spots here at the bottom. Alright, this seems pretty solid. Y'all think we should run it? Let's do this. I kind of want to push it down even more. There. There we go. Okie doke. Let's see. Let's do this. Appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Alright, meanwhile, Ricky, let us know which sticker you would like from Watogaki. Got a bunch of Watogaki stickers here. Of course, you got the Watogaki Dodger Dog, Dodger Shinchan, Middle Finger Meowth, Long Pikachu, Long Gundam, Gundam Girl, Cooking Sanji, Watogaki Frog, and Gohan and Icarus. Meowth, a Meowth is cute. Middle finger Meowth. You don't think Long Pikachu is cute? I think Long Pikachu is like the winner. Alrighty, Swishstock, let us know who you want to raid. Let me go grab this print. Take a look how it fared here. There it is. Oh, who is that? Archan00X. Thank you for the follow. Long Pikachu is my sleep paralysis demon. Meowth is probably, yeah, Meowth is very popular. I think Pikachu has a separate following for sure. Anyways, Ricky, this is your print. Not the Pikachu. I don't think I see anyone doing keyboard switch dock, but you gotta choose. It's the rules. All right, let's see. So yeah, we'll be back Thursday-ish. Probably gonna do that Freya stream. I gotta write that in. Yeah, I gotta think about what I want to do. Switch doesn't choose. Does that mean you continue stream? I don't think that's what that means. We could do the Freya. I don't know. We'll see. I have the choice of a couple of EC builds, and also I have a bunch of MX builds, like a bunch. Maybe I'll do the Arc. I've had the Arc unbuilt for a while. A crafty jellyfish. All right, let me get through any possible ads here. Alrighty. Oh, art. Okay, sick. Alright, here are all the commands. Discord, join the Discord. Check out my sponsor, Watogaki. Buy my stuff on my website. Raid message if you're subbed, and raid message if you're not. Okay. I will be back Thursday. See you guys then. Good night.